Welcome to Afterthoughts, the show where we share our thoughts on a game after we play it.
Afterthoughts.
It's in the name.
We just got done playing SMASHUP Disney Edition from the OP and AEG, and we're going to talk about our thoughts and how Daniel really didn't want us to do a lot of things during the game.
It was one thing. The second request was more of a just like
plead.
Yes.
Now you did want to showcase some of
I
the
wanted
really
to showcase a cool card that I had.
Right.
That I
He wanted
play.
to really demonstrate.
To be fair, you had a lot of cards that you didn't
You did have a lot of
I
cards.
made a behind-the-scenes request.
Guys, I want to show
know.
this off.
So, like the same thing that he was wanting to elongate, the base win that I was actually trying to win quickly.
Mm-hmm.
If you hadn't deleted that character or destroyed it,
deleted.
I mean, it's a digital character, so you know makes. If you had played that, my goal was I had the Nightmare Before Christmas are very heavy on character modifiers, and I had this one that I had been keeping from the beginning of the game. I hadn't used it the whole game. I've been holding on to it. Where it's when this base scores, if you control this character, you gain 1 victory point more. And that one was a scoring 4. And so I only wanted enough to be able to play one character. Because I had plenty of actions that could have gotten me past the breakpoint, but I wanted to reach the breakpoint with just a character so that I could then play
with that,
the modifier.
Not only close out the base, but then end the game.
Wow.
So that's why when you stopped that, I was
Wait,
like...
what was the modifier?
It was... When this base scores, if you control this character, you gain 1 victory point more. Otherwise, it's controller gain. So I could have made one of you gain 1 less. But this was getting me 4 points. It brought me up to 14. The reason why we're so close is I had to fight for a whole nother base with her because she didn't finish that one. Actually made me finish it fully with like the character plus the action card that beefed it up.
So you got me 2 points and I got...
Because if we had ended that, I would have ended it like, you would have ended it like 9 or 10, and then I would have had 15, and it would have just been over.
It would have been over.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so I was trying to play that, but I really like them. I haven't seen them played before, but they're very character modifier heavy.
Yeah.
All of their stuff is really, really cool. This one I wanted to mess with one of you guys, because if I had put it on one of your characters, you aren't allowed to place characters 3 power or less at that location anymore.
Oh,
so I was waiting like... He did too much over here before I could play it.
He did a lot up there.
But I was trying to wait till like when you played Li Chang or and then when he played Kristoff.
Over there.
When you had both of those people there, I was trying to lock in that from ever being able to grow again.
I probably wouldn't put Mulan and Lion King together again because Mulan was all about destroying characters.
Yeah.
With Lion King, it's all about utilizing your discard pile. And so I was like, those don't really mesh well together.
Yeah, they didn't seem to combine as well.
I liked them as IPs together. Like, just I like those factions, but together, I probably won't put them together again.
No. And I like when you and I played, you played Big Hero 6.
Yeah, so I played Big Hero 6 and Wreck-It Ralph.
When you guys played
the last time I played, and you used the swarm so much in that game.
Loved it.
And in this game, I think you used it once.
I used it. So the way that they work is when you play them, you can grab one from your discard pile into your hand. Yeah. So I played 2 of them at the beginning of the game to where I could get them in my hand because they grow like exponentially. But then I didn't draw any more until the very end of the game.
But you were still able, where I was going with that, is like you were still able to formulate a completely different strategy with that character.
Yeah.
Or that faction, even though you saw it, like, it's just really cool how they thematically put everything together. Again, the Wreck-It Ralph is all about moving through the worlds, which got me stuck because all of my action cards were moving stuff from base to base, but I wasn't drawing characters, so I didn't have anyone to move.
Yeah.
And then also with the Frozen, it's going and finding people, getting people together. But I got stuck on the defensive trying to like do a little bit here and there to score a few points or to stop y'all from doing stuff. And then ended up not getting to play those. I
love Yao.
That one, when you played that card that like jumped him from 3 to 9, I was like, I guess we can end the game now.
But also, I just love his character. Just Yao. That fly.
I've never seen a fly just go like, this is my face now. Did you see that?
It did it to me earlier.
And then I tried to hit him, and he went on my finger. He's like, no, I'm going to stay on your finger.
You gotta hit them harder when they're
barely
stopped on the
face. Smack myself.
So yeah, I think this is. I've played a couple other Smash Up. Have you ever played Smash Up before outside of this?
Outside of
Disney?
you teaching me, no.
Yeah,
no.
Okay.
I liked Marvel a lot. We played. The boys have had me play the original. I found the original Smash Up at a thrift store a few years ago, and so I played that a few times. I preferred playing Marvel over that, and now I think I don't know.
It's
this
just
is fun.
something about a theme that you can emotionally connect to is just. Really,
I feel like this is more thematic for me.
Yeah.
The more I play it, I'm like, okay, maybe I would prefer playing these factions than the Marvel, even though I love Marvel.
Yeah. And this one, it is very thematic. Like it's just abilities and cards and stuff, but it is very thematic in what they allow you to do based on who you have.
I have a question. If you were going to add one, like, Disney movie, even an older one, which one would you want to be a faction?
Oh, that's tough. It would probably be, I wish this had a lot more Pixar in it. Now that they own
like Toy Story,
like Up.
That's what I want. Up.
So Up
because
would
I
be
want
really
Kevin.
funny. Yeah,
and the dog.
Yeah, no, I think that would be a blast to have Up.
What is the dog's name? Like Steve or
not
Gus or something like that.
Name? Doug.
Doug. That's what it is. I knew it was like when.
You are my master. I love you.
Squirrel.
So, and then you could have the bird and have
Kevin.
Carl.
Yeah.
Is Kevin the bird?
Kevin the bird.
What is the boy's name? Russell.
Yeah.
That's right.
I love Up.
Old man's name?
Carl, I think.
Oh, yeah. Just going through all the characters.
Yeah, I know.
Who's the bad guy?
The bad guy.
Oh, he's that
Van Roy or something like that. Or
yeah. What would you want if you were going to be?
Now I'm going to look it up while you talk.
An IP added as a faction, what would you have?
I don't know. I knew you were going to ask that.
Oh, see, I didn't even tell us.
I also think.
Well, I knew you were going to ask because you just asked him.
So okay.
I also think that Inside Up would be an interesting one to see what they do, like with powers and stuff.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on all my Disney movies, other than these 8.
Other than these.
But I think, like, if we're going to Pixar, I think Monsters, Inc. or Toy Story would be fun, too.
Monsters, Inc. would be cool.
That would be cool. Oh, with the doors?
You could do the doors.
Yeah.
You could do a door and it could move to one or the other.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. That would be
so
cool.
you're saying you would need the doors?
You would need the doors.
You would need them.
Now I'm trying to think. Up cast.
For all of you who watched that one
thing a long time ago.
6 months ago.
Yeah, from February. You don't even need the door.
Oh, Wall-E would be a good one.
Oh,
they need to just do a
The Incredibles. The Incredibles would be amazing.
There's so many, seeing what they did with these IPs and how they play, it's really gets your brain going of what you could do with the other ones. I really hope they don't stop here.
I don't think they will. I think this is a good
but
franchise.
like Marvel
Coco would be cool, because that one actually does involve life and death stuff.
Yeah.
I like Coco. That movie is such a...
Luca would be fun, because
I haven't seen that one.
If they did like, with Luca and Nemo, if they did like a Pixar edition, they could make the bases a little bit more themed. Like if there's water ones, then Luca and Nemo and stuff are stronger.
I could see Nemo being a lot like Frozen, of just trying to find your
What's
characters.
that one with Bruno?
Encanto.
Yeah, is that...
We don't talk
Is that a
about
DreamWorks or is that a Disney?
I think
that's Disney.
Encanto is Disney and
Pixar.
Pixar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, he did it. He did it, and it's stuck. It's there.
What?
The song.
We don't talk about Bruno.
It's stuck, and it's not going away. Although it's better than I've been singing Reading Rainbow in my head all day long. So I like this conversation.
Yeah.
I like
this.
Chat.
I like, the more I play this game, the more I enjoy it. It's one of those games, because there's so many different powers, it can kind of hurt your brain the first couple times you play it, because you get into analysis paralysis of like over analyzing what the card abilities do. And
there's not only your hand,
the
it's not
legality
even
of
the
stuff.
factions in your hand, because each base does something different too. And so I feel like, okay, if I'm not staying on top of the talents and the different things that the bases can do, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna miss something, and that's really intimidating for me. It's hard for me to.
That to me is probably like maybe a weakness of this game potentially.
There's so many things to juggle.
The amount of language dependency.
Yes.
There's so much reading, and what your cards do, what somebody else's cards do. So like to me, this game is marketed as like a family game.
Yeah.
And but there's so much that you have to like go through. I wonder if it's maybe a little bit too dense in
And not just reading,
card play of it.
Rereading, having to go back on your turn and make sure you're not missing a talent on a basis.
And then to me, like, you know, at my age, with the amount of games I've played now, this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
But it's also at the point where it's like, this isn't also the depth of game that I would instinctively pick. Mm-hmm. So I feel like maybe the level of density with the cards and the language.
Playing with a 7 or 8-year-old is probably not, but 13 to 14.
Well,
yeah. Like I think teenagers is where this would be.
Yeah.
Like your kid's age, I think is probably to me the perfect age. Though, you know, like once a kid gets to like late high school or something, I would be hoping to play other games.
Well, and that's the thing is this isn't, even though it is Disney, and you think of Disney's like this as being like a stepping stone, kind of like how the Sorcerer's Arena is like a stepping stone into your battle games. Yeah. It's a great one for that. This, even though it's Disney, it doesn't get more complicated with the other smash ups. No. It's the same kind of level when it comes to your gamer maturity.
Yeah. And I do tend to like deal with analysis paralysis and second guessing, like, okay, it seems like this is what it's saying, but it doesn't explicitly say, like, clarify this part of the rule. So that's what something I've struggled with this game is just that, okay, this ability kind of seems straightforward, but it also seems like, can I actually do that?
Yeah.
And that's like,
well, it's really cool. Like your last play was like, okay, I can do this and then do this. Okay, now I get to do this, and boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Like that's really cool when you have the action like that. That is very rare though.
Because
you only have so many. It's not like an engine builder where you've built this up. It is whatever is in your hand.
And every like character has different actions, so it's not even one where like 7s always do this. It's there's just so many different abilities to juggle and to confirm in your head, like, yes, I'm doing this right. Yeah. So
I think it will be interesting. I think the boys have already done this, but smashing up some of these IPs with like the Marvel or even like the Aliens.
Oh, because this is compatible with all of the other Smash Up games. So.
Yeah, I think that my favorite thing would probably be to have, like, I wouldn't want to necessarily spend the money on all of them, but if you do have all of them, essentially finding kind of like that core group of the card decks that you really, really like and just playing them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could easily see the Lion King being smashed up with the dinosaurs from one of them.
The Good Dinosaur.
Or just the generic dinosaurs in the core smash up.
Because there's like...
I don't even know what's in that one.
Can see
it has dinosaurs and aliens and pirates and
So just generic
types of, just generic.
But because of how the dinosaurs play, I think that with Lion King would be really fun.
Yeah. Cool.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Are we done chatting about it?
I think we are. Thanks for hanging out with us for our afterthoughts.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys later.
Go watch the entire playthrough now.
We haven't yet.
See you later.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.